My crowd people, welcome back to the channel. We are on episode 13 of the Hints and Tips series. Today, cluster launcher. Let's get it. If you've not watched one of these series before, or one of the episodes in this series before, I go and really talk through what I plan to do step by step for island choices, for item choices, and everything like that. I try not to do too many risky plays just because I know everyone plays a bit differently. I try not to kind of rely on some of the skills that I have. But today we're going to be using the grenade, because that's what I feel like, and I've already got the katana, might as well. So as I mentioned, if you've not seen this before, I really do go into a bit of detail around the specifics of the weapon, my choices, movement, everything like that, just so you can really understand what I think about when I play. I've got 1,000 hours in this game, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. And we don't use the key totem as well, because, well, that'd be kind of cheating if it's something good. But anyway, let's get into it. So starting off in this map, I don't like to stay in that section there. A lot of people like to hide. I like to go straight to the left and just let the enemies kind of corral towards me. Got a lot of enemies kind of chasing me, but I'm going to go left and right here. Take out that blocker nice and early. And just use my katana just to get things done. I'm going to jump over them. Nothing too scary. And early days, you can get nice and close. And we've got Vampire and Regenerator. Going to be the Regenerator. I'm not a massive fan of Vampire. I don't think it really does too much for me. And wow, okay, so we've got some weird picks early. So Chaotic Explosion, I don't really need that. Glue Explosion is pretty good. I'm going to take the Orbiting here. And I know it seems a bit weird, but Orbiting on the cluster is a bit fun. Because there's multiple projectiles, they kind of spin around in a circle and do a good bit of damage. It's also 100%, so that's 4 damage. I'm not going to keep Orbiting. I don't think that's going to be the run that I want to do here, unless I did get something like Piercing Shot. But I think for now, that's going to be good. And we're going to go for the health board. I feel like I want to get a bit of health early. The damage would be good, but I'll probably see Orbiting Shot again. So I'm going to go for health. And we're right in the cave here. I'm just going to go straight out there. I've got Orbiting Shot, so we're just going to get as close to enemies as possible. I feel like I'm going to be able to just kill things super quick with that Orbiting. As you can see, I'm getting really close. I'm not nervous, though. Not nervous about being close to them. On this map, I usually do like to stay in the cave. But we are fine. We've got Regenerate as well, keeping us alive. I'm just staying a little bit out of their damage zone. Nice and easy. I did see the gold rock in there that I want to use for a bit of extra health. And I didn't check for the chest last time. So we're going to do that as well. No, nothing in there. Pop that. Oh, we get the double. Always try to make sure you can get both sets. And we're going to get this. Oh, hello. Right. Regenerator, banana, mango. It's going to be the mango at this point. Like, that's an extra, what, 250? Yeah, 250 maximum. Let's check for the random. There's nothing here. Okay, so we got damage. We've got money, and we've got elemental. I'm going to go for this demolition here because I do want some early elemental. Now, the cluster launcher, because it fires multiple projectiles, it's really good to get like a random shot or any form of elemental because you're going to stack it up a lot quicker because there are those multiple projectiles. You're more likely to see it as well. But another thing with the cluster, I can't really show as I'm using Orbiting right now, is when you zoom in with it, when you actually zoom in to aim down the sights, as it were, it does reduce the spread of your projectiles. So that's a really, really helpful thing to have on the cluster launcher, because you can really hone in on that damage on your enemy or hone in on the elemental, whatever it is. So, don't know what hit me there, but we're just going to focus one at a time, get nice and close. With a nice big cuddle. I am taking a bit of damage here, but I'm not too nervous about that. It's nice and early. They're not going to kill me this early. Let's see. Fire shot, ice shot, arcane shot. We're going to be taking the fire shot just because arcane's okay. It's not as strong as I want, but it's okay. Ice is also good, but again, not as strong as fire. Fire is very, very strong. And we're actually going to go for the damage here. Let's see if we can get a bit more damage. Oh, we've got lots of stuff here. So we've got a fuse totem. By the way, on this map, I'm just going to go around the edges. We're in a bit of an interesting position where it's like we kind of have to be close to things, so we will take a bit of damage. But try not to get too close so to get absolutely clobbered by the slugs. But we are going to get rid of the Orbiting. Taking another smack there. Maybe it needs to go hard into the health zone. Now, Orbiting wouldn't work on other things, by the way. Oh, paycheck. Beautiful. Yeah, Orbiting wouldn't work on, like, the minigun per se, or it wouldn't work on the sniper. It does work on the cluster launcher, but I'm not going to keep it forever. We've got some pretty weird ones. Look, time claws, not the best. Not right now, at least. Time explosion, you know, could be pretty good. I'm going to take the snake shot here. It's not really going to do too much wacky stuff to orbiting. But, yeah, I think it's worth taking that. I'm not going to use the crystal totem. I'm a little bit nervous about that. And we have armored enemies, speedy, luck, and the random. I'm going to take the random here. I could go for, like, a driller or an efficiency. That could be pretty good. Actually, no, I am going to go luck because I want that efficiency. See, I've changed my mind. The efficiency is going to be really nice because of the multiple projectiles, and it could mean that I could get them back again. So we're going to try and go for that. And if all else fails, we'll probably go for maybe a streamer loot or the driller, whatever kind of comes up. Probably streamer loot because I do want to get a formation shot at one point. I got an itchy face apparently. Yeah, just staying nice and loose around enemies. There's not really a path I can take apart from kind of corralling them together. And that was very close there. And there we go. Final one down. And as you can see, like I'm being patient. Got full health, which is really nice. Efficiency, autoload, stream loot. We're taking that efficiency. And we're going to drop that orbiting. I don't want orbiting anymore. Orbiting's fine, but it's a little bit scary. Right. I'm going to have to think split. Oh, okay. All right, so I am going to take the gold. I'm going to drop my mango just for now. Take the gold. Got crystal asteroids. We're going to take that. We're going to pick the mango back up. A little bit of a secret there. If you drop your mango first, your max health will be lower. So it actually take less max health. And then you pick up the mango and then your max health goes back up again. But we did get the crystal asteroids, which is really nice. I'm not the biggest fan of having that sort of, you know, luck-based stuff in here. But 25% is really, really strong. It used to be a lot lower. So I'm probably going to keep that. And I'm just going to crystal totem this up. We've still got plenty of health here in Tony's garden. And we've got 425 health. That's really nice. We're not going to gamble. I'm not a gambling type. And what I realized before, 25% of everything is great. This split shot here, this is probably the luckiest thing you can get on a cluster launcher. Split shot is absolutely essential on this weapon. So for reference, as you can see, I'm firing, what's that, 5, 6 odd projectiles. You pick this up, and we're going to have even more projectiles going out. I might have to get rid of that snake shot because it is a little bit wavy. But when I zoom in, it's not too bad. But yeah, we're really lucky to have that split shot there. Let's see what else. Got chaotic shot. We got the banana. I think I want to pick up this banana just so we got it, and I'm going to re-roll. Oh, I'm getting so lucky. Right here we have the big shot, which is, again, almost essential on the cluster launcher. So I'm getting carried hard right now. There's also a paycheck and a damage shot. I'm interested in that damage shot and this personal space. So I'm going to get rid of this crystal asteroids for 2,000. And I'm going to take the paycheck. And I like that personal space. I'm going to take that damage shot just because I want a bit more damage. And I think that's all I can really take right now. Actually, I can get rid of the snake shot. Get rid of the snake shot in the personal space. So I've just had a whale of a time getting a bunch of stuff. But now look at our DPS. Really, really strong. And let's see. Are you going to grace us, Gamble? And the Gamble totem graces. We have another paycheck. So getting extremely lucky early. This seems to happen on my Hints and Tips series. Every other thing, I never get anything good. But yeah, right now, looking really solid. So let's dive into the elite. On this map, go around the edge. Oh, okay, I spawned right next to that fire skull. Oh, we're going to go straight back and go around the map. This is the crazy thing. Sometimes you get a good round like this, and I've started with the absolute crown jewels of the cluster launcher. So I don't need the key. I'm just going to salvage that. We've got a Ring of Repulsion, Spark Explosion, and Double Vision. I'm actually going to take the Ring of Repulsion here. I like Double Vision. I think it's great, but I also like sending back projectiles to enemies. I think I'm going to be doing that a lot. So we're going to pick that up. We've got Mango, Vampire, and Bullseye. It's going to be the Mango. It's a great upgrade. So 808 max health we have here. Super duper nice. Let's go to the next one. So this island, we're just going to go straight to this endpoint here. This is a really lovely area to be in, especially on this map because they all fall down from here. And there is a nice lightning rock there that I'm just going to pop. And as you can see, they just all go down super quickly. I'm using the environment to the best of my ability. Let's see what we get. Glue Explosion, Time Shot, Spiral. You've all seen it before. It's going to be the Time Shot here. The Spiral Shot's okay. It makes it go a little bit loopy, but I don't really want that. The Glue Explosion, again, not really a massive fan of that sort of stuff. Time Shot, it's 100% damage, which is 4 damage, which is Not too much below the damage shot. Another 4 damage just to turn them into damage over time. That's fine by me. Let's see if there's a secret chest. There's not. And I'm thinking we'll go for the Flawless Horde. I think the Flawless Horde is really nice. I know it's speed, but if we get a couple rapid fire or maybe a heat sink, that'd be really nice. And I haven't mentioned this yet. Oh, I'll mention about this map first, but I like to stay in this area here. We've got plenty of damage, and we can utilize the katanas to just go over and move them out of the way. I've not had to reload. I've got 1 efficiency, and it's been absolutely carrying me because of those multiple projectiles from Split Shot and the cluster launcher. I've not had to reload at all, and it's only rank 1. So really, really strong on the cluster launcher. So we've got Accelerating Shot, we don't want that. Speed Demon, it's okay. And Blender, we're going to take the Blender. Having a faster katana is great. And what we got? Speed Demon, Light Shot, and Heat Sink. Right, so I'm going to be taking this Light Shot, but Heat Sink could be good for the grenade cooldown. Speed Demon, I'm not a massive fan. Light Shot. Now, whilst it's only 15% less damage, it's based on your base damage, so it's not actually going to be that much. And the speed, the 20% speed. Oh, so good. So just remember, Light Shot is your weapon damage. It is not going to be your global damage. So I'm not worried about it at all. And we're going to go... We've got plenty of paycheck. We don't need any more. I'm going to go for this elemental here. I'd like to get a bit more fire. Maybe a fire starter. And you can already see that speed coming out on that Light Shot. Just trailing away. Getting more fire damage onto that beam skull. So by the time our enemies are close, oh, he's all dead. And I'm just going to fire into the crowd. I'm going to zoom in a bit on this Icy Ant just to focus on him. But he's going down too. And I'm staying at this end point nice and safe. I'm not even getting close. I don't need to be close. Straight into the middle. Oh, I'm fine. I would like to get another regenerator. That'd probably be a really nice thing to get. But I'm not worried at all. Now, hoping for a fire shot or a fire starter. We have another fire shot. I do like random shot on the cluster. You can go for that because it does mean you get multiple different types of elements. But we're going to go for the fire shot. And ice shot I'm not interested in at the moment. Let's see if we get a lucky chest. Nothing here. And I think we're going to go for the random. I could go for a driller, but not really interested. I don't need another efficiency, and I don't really want to speed. I'm going to go for a random. See what loot waiting does for me. And I can immediately see this challenge skull. We're going to pop that challenge skull. We're going to move to this side part here. And then we're just going to pop that lightning. Oh, I need to get out of here. That's a little bit too scary. And I'm just dodging as far as I can. Trying to get as far away as possible. Just because there's a few weird enemies there. The Frenzied Chaotic Grub. Not fun. There's a few skulls. The Cluster Launcher does suffer. Similar to the Rocket Launcher. It suffers from flying enemies because its projectiles don't quite get as close as you want them to be. Or they don't quite grip as close. There we go. Just taking a while. What we got? Blind Fire. I'm going to take this Blind Fire while we're here. The only downside of Blind Fire, it does spread out the projectiles more, but that's nothing a grip tape won't do or a big shot won't fix later on. We've got Elemental Expert, Speed Demon, and Regenerator. I'm going to take this Elemental Expert. I know I haven't got too many debuffs yet, but it is 15% global damage on the enemy. So I'm definitely taking that. And well, we've got choices here of Relic. We've got the Elemental and Speed. I'm going to take the Relic. I would like to do another Elemental for more fire. But Relic, you can't say no to a Relic. They're really unique slots. And usually you'll see like a Ring of Armor or something like that, which is really, really powerful early. So this map, I'm just going to stay where I am. And I'm going to allow all the enemies to come to me. As you can see, like the Cluster Launcher is doing good. I wouldn't mind a piercing on the Cluster Launcher. If I got the Crown Jewels of a Glue Shot and Aura, that would also be super good, but I'm just going to fire away. And as I've said before, efficiency coming in clutch. And the reason efficiency is so good is because of the multiple projectiles. They all have a chance to give me back ammo. So really, really powerful. Anything that fires multiple projectiles with an efficiency is good. Right, Coral Amulet, Tony's Amulet. And we've got the Adrenaline Amulet. I'm taking the Adrenaline. I like speed. I really like the speed. So I'm going to take that. And do we get a random chest? No, we don't. Get into the habit of doing that every single run, making sure you're checking if there is a random chest. If you don't know where it is, I'll probably eventually have a video on it. But it's hard to remember to always record it. We have a loot totem. We're going to use it. Brawler. No. have we done on the brawler? But that's interesting that we got a greed from the loot totem. We've got the gamble. We're going to save that for now. Let's see what we got. Value customer, fast shot, amber resin. I'm going to take amber resin. I feel like it's a very underrated pack. Healing increased by 40%, really good. And then we're just going to go hard on value customer. I probably should have waited, but we're going to go hard on this valued customer. My damage is pretty good, but I really like valued customer because into the late game, that's going to go 100 whenever making purchases in the shop. Really, really good. Let's see. Gamble, you can do something for me? No, nothing. You're always worthwhile doing gamble totems when you've got like a little bit of crystals at the end. I can't even speak at the moment. Always do that at the end just so you can use up those crystals that you do have, because they're not going to be as powerful in the next shop because you're going to get more crystals from the next few islands anyway, just because the scaling works a bit differently. So always use it up at the end. But let's go into this. We've got lots of barrels on the floor. We're going to use them straight away. We've got an elite beam and we've got the elite barrel. I've mentioned this before on this map. Just go around the edges and try to use the enemy's weird pathing to work in your favor. And I've also, you can see that ring of repulsion just firing back some of those projectiles. Now, it doesn't work so well on the beam skull, so I can't reflect them back. And I love being in these beams. I feel like this is one of the best things Noise added to the game. It's a really fun enemy, but yeah, just weaving in and out. I'm not really thinking too hard. Let's see. Oh, okay, I just saw something. We're going to be taking the mango. Let's get that health up, but I'll probably take the banana next time. We have triple shot, spark shot, and aura shot. Now, triple shot would be... You okay there, guys? Triple shot would be really nice. More projectiles. We love that. Spark shot, the crown jewel. Said that twice today of proc mods. And then we have aura shot. Aura shot is brilliant. And I've just realized I don't even have my weapon effect settings on. So aura shot. Look at that. With the more projectiles as well, that does lots of damage. That's the obvious choice there on the cluster launcher. I'm getting all the good cluster launcher stuff today, which is awesome. I'm just going to pop a click there. Oh, no, I've already popped it. So let's dive into it very quickly. And we'll dive into the second one because the first one will be destroyed earlier. So now, as you can see, I'm going to have some gnarly damage with this aura shot. I'm a little bit sad that I'm not showing you like a bad cluster launcher run. Maybe I'll see if I can get an additional recording on that. I always feel bad when I get good stuff, but yeah. Aura shot, absolutely essential. The triple shot, definitely I'd want that as well, but I'm going to pick it up. We're going to take the blind fire. At this point, blind fire is actually pretty useful because we've got the aura shot now. We kind of want our projectiles to spread out. We want our bullets to spread out all over the place. And I'm feeling safe. Elemental Explosions landmine, it's a pretty safe one to do as long as you're moving around. I'm going to stay up the top here and just fire down. Let the enemies come to me. It does also mean the landmines won't really fall here. And they're just going to cluster together. Nothing scary. I've still got personal space. I've not really been using it too much, but it's all good. We've got plenty of health. I'm just going to move further back. I'm at the point where I'm at the edge, but there's only one pumpkin left. I didn't see the challenge crystal there. Never mind. Right, so we've got ultra shot, big ability, and big shot. We're taking another big shot. Look how big they're getting. And that also increases the radius of the aura shot because it's based on how big a projectile is. We've got time shot, high caliber, and damage combo. I put a video out on damage combo or combo in general. It's damage combo. I've got 3 combo already. That's 45% global damage. Has to be done. And let's go for knives out elemental. Luck is good and crit is good, but I'm not really going for a luck or a crit build at the moment. I've already lost my combo, but it's fine. I want to get nice and close to these enemies and see if I can get some knives out procs. I like having lots of crystals. Oh, we've got a big boy up there. Go straight in again. I know it's a little bit risky, but I do have plenty of ways to heal, or at least I have a big way to heal, and I've got the amber resin as well. And getting lots of crystals early is really good. Oh, I say early. We're quite far into the run now. So we've got Poisonous Elemental Expert. I'm going to take this Poisonous Armor. I always like to have an armor one. Elemental Expert is really, really good, right? But Poisonous Armor is going to be really helpful, especially against bosses, especially against enemies that have shields. It's just going to help us spread a bit more. Upgrade, Relic, and Damage. I'm going for this Relic here. I would usually go for the damage because I want that Horde. The upgrade's fine, but Relic, I really want to see if I can fish out a Ring of Armor. Because now that I've got that damage combo, I want to see if I can get a way just to keep my combo higher for longer. Because obviously when you have armor, You don't lose your combo if you get hit. It also scales with your max health. Zoom in. There you go. So no chest. I always like having an extra chest. Let's have a look. There you go. There's a ring of armor. There is Coral Amulet and combo ring. Oh, I'm going to take the combo ring because I think it's going to be easier to get armor later. We're going to take that. And we're going to go for the relic again. See if we can get that ring of armor. But yeah, combo ring with a damage combo is potentially 120 odd damage, I think. Which is an obscene amount of damage. Oh, and already lost my combo. I feel like I've said combo a lot recently. So I've not mentioned around maps. Hopefully it's a bit self-explanatory what I'm doing. I'm just kind of standing in place and going around and just going around the edge of the map. Super, super simple. Going to try and get a bit closer for that personal space value. And let's hope we get Ring of Vigor, Blacksmith, Ring of Destruction. I'm going to get Ring of Vigor here. Blacksmith, we don't really have any... Well, we don't have any proc perks. That's not really useful. And the Ring of Destruction, I don't really care too much about. The Ring of Vigor, 3% per item, which is nice. And no free chest. Alright, we've got the enhancement totem that we can't use. Let's just pop all of these. 7.4k is pretty good. Health shot, blender, spark, and assassin. Well, I'm going to be taking that health shot immediately. I love to have more healing, so I don't really want the blender, but for the sake of it, I'm going to take the blender because it's cheap. Bronze armor accelerating, split shot, and we've got that dagger arc. I'm taking that split shot. I want to get that. That's going to be even better now. 39% chance. Going to take a bronze armor, and we're going to reroll. I don't really care too much for accelerating. Dagger arc is not going to do anything for me. We've got Workaholic, Mango, and we've got another aura shot. I need to get that aura shot. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off that time shot. And I'm going to take that aura shot. The reason I'm going to take off the time shot is 100% damage. But the light shot there would have been my other choice. It's just, light shot's going to be way more effective. There's nothing else I need. And if you haven't noticed, see how much my health went up there? Just because of that valued customer. So I'm at 2k health. Having some weird issues, connectivity issues today. But it's fine. This map, pretty straightforward. Just go around the edges of the map. Nice and easy. And the bosses can't really do very much to me at all. I hate the elite pumpkin. But we're just going to take him out the same way we did everyone else. And you can see a bit of poison damage on him as well. Because of the shield. So that's good. And let's see what we get from there. So we get a double key. Awesome. Mace shot, dagger blast. Okay, these are all pretty rough. We're going to take the damage explosion. Mace shot, I don't really care about the mace shot at the moment. And dagger blast, that too. Damage explosion, though, that's a good bit of damage. 375, so 250% increased ability damage. Good. Fortitude, personal space, and armor. We're going to take another armor. Let's get that combo nice now. We have the combo ring. So we really want to get that high so we can get that damage combo up. And ideally, crystal combo as well would be really nice. Moving on into this map, I love to stay here. The way my build is at the moment, it really does cater to standing back and just firing away. As you can see, the aura shot is just doing its work. And let's see what we get here. Blind fire, chaotic damage. Okay, well, we're going down a combo build. So we're going to take that damage combo, which now gives us 90% at our current damage state. 30% per combo level. Very, very strong. I want to go for this twinned energy. Damage is good, and we've got skill is good, but the random is 2, is twinned. I get more crystals. Energy rings is pretty easy to dodge. I'm just going to stay down here for now. And if I see any armored enemies, just remember they're going to poison the rest of them. I'm going to sneak down this bottom bit here. Very scary, very scary. I'm going to run away. I'm going to go up the top here now. Even NoScrub takes damage. And on this map, usually I do like to go around the edge and come to this top bit, but I just wanted to stay at that bottom bit just to be a little safer. Try to use the map height, especially with energy rings. Use the map height to just dodge them without even moving. Try to take away the your kind of inner thoughts around jumping. You just have to stay still. Probably one of the hardest things to do in Crab Champions, to stay still. So look, we got Streak Shot, Mango. This is why I love to take the random, because you never know what you're going to get. So we take that Mango right there. Fire Shot, Blender, and just another Blender. Look at that. We've got 2 seconds on Blender now, which is awesome. And we're going to take the Elemental here. We don't really need the health, and the luck I'm not really too keen on, but the Elemental is always good. And again, we'd fire into here, fire into the hole. Enemies going down quickly. Because we're seeing blocker crabs are actually doing a lot of work when it comes to sharing the poison damage. So you can see they've all got a bit of poison, a bit of fire. And that's just because one blocker spawns and then just shills out all of the poison damage. It's beautiful. Or like an armored crab turns up. Elemental. We're going to take the flammable armor here as well. Flammable armor and poisonous armor are great. Have we got a chest? No, we haven't. Random, elite. We're going to go for the elite. I think we've got enough damage for the elite, and random would be good, but we're going to take this elite. I'm not too worried about looping at the moment, just because I feel like a lot of these bosses are going to go down quickly, but if I were, I'd go straight to the jump pad over here. Go up and shoot down. But we're in a really solid position. Really solid damage. What do you get? Gemstone, shotgun blast, or piercing shot? It's going to be piercing shot. Like, the shotgun blast, I love shotgun blast for my elemental build. Don't need it. Gemstone, also really good global damage, but we've got 2 in damage combo, which is at 180, and that's only going to go higher. So let's go for the piercing shot. That's going to pierce through enemies with the aura shot, and it's going to continue to do damage once it goes through. And let's continue to go hard down this elemental route. And there is a glass totem. I'm going to go straight to that glass totem because I don't want an enemy to blow it up. Itch my face at the same time. Oh, accidentally popped that. So we're at 6 combo now. 6 combo. The armor's saving our combo. And as you can see, the piercing effect of the bullet just means that the aura shot goes on for longer. It is so powerful. Aura piercing, and I'm taking damage from these homing grubs apparently. What did we get over here? Eagle Eye. Yeah, look, 25% damage with an Eagle Eye. That's fun. Let's see. Hot Steam, Fire Starter, Fire Shot. We're going to take the Fire Starter here. 25% more damage. Did we get a random chest? No, we did not. Right. So just a sneaky thing to do here. I'm going to drop my mango just for now. And I'm just going to use the crystal totems. And then I'm going to pick the mango back up and I'm going to heal up again. I know that seems a bit weird that I'm doing it this way. I mean, there's probably a more efficient way of doing it, but it just means that I get the maximum amount of uses on the totems compared to when I have the mango. It just takes way more, but we've got plenty of crystals to use up. All of these do not bring joy, so I'm going to get a reroll. Puzzle Space Value Customer, Light Shot. We are going to take another Value Customer. I don't need another Personal Space, or reroll again. A Fire Starter, Value Customer, and I'm gonna be interesting here. And I am not gonna drop anything. I want that tasty orange, but I don't want to spend that much on it, so I'm gonna reroll. Nothing really here either. Sometimes I reroll if I don't want to. Oh, there we go. Well, that was like that was worth it. And we also have some Sharp Shot here, but I'm gonna take 1 mango, 1 Sharp Shot. Getting that extra aura shot is really worth it. And damage right now, it's not looking too bad. I'd like to get a few more fire stacks, but it's looking okay. I think we have really good AoE potential on smaller enemies, just not so much on the bigger enemies. As you can see, like the King Skull's going down, but I'm having to be cautious. This isn't like a free win. And the fire damage, I think, was negated, which is annoying. Oh, there we go. You see how many fire stacks came out there. That's as soon as the Adrenaline Amulet popped. Let's get to full health. So we're at 4k health now. I'd love to get a piece of armor just to maintain my combo. What's in the legendary? Wave turret, level up, mortar turret. I'm going to take this proximity barrage. I'm firing a lot. Level up would be really nice, but I really want to get this proximity barrage. The turrets are good as well, but we're not really going for that sort of build. So proximity barrage, 12% chance. I'm firing a lot of bullets. I think there's definitely a lot of potential there. And Scavenger's good, but not as good. But that ethereal armor looking so much nicer. So that was a really solid two items to get. Now, just got to hope that ethereal armor can proc soon. The way our build works, we can just sit back here. And I'm jumping over and over again just to avoid any projectiles that come my way. But it's definitely more of an AFK build. Power armor, big shot. Well, we're going to be going down the armor route, so I am going to take that power armor. No chest. And I like the greed. I like the idea of a greed, but I'm going to go for the damage because I think I can get another power armor for myself. So we're going to stay inside here. The starfish can't get me while I'm in here unless it flies forward. I also just got 2 pieces of armor, one from power armor, one from the ethereal armor. But yeah, if I keep firing out here, there's nothing they can do. Efficiency is going to keep my ammo going. And I think we've got a couple more enemies. It's just a pumpkin. We'll just fly out there and get it done. But now our damage, we've got 340 global damage, which is good. We're going to get more in a minute from damage combo, and then over time, power armor will get better. But we're going to get a damage combo right here. No, we're going to power armor? We'll take the power armor. The other 2 were good, but power armor is going to be so much better for late game scaling. And yeah, look, it's hard to know exactly. Actually, check the random chest. Nothing. Hard to know what to go for. I'm going to go for the health, just to see if we can get more armor. Or if not, more health is always good. But this is a point now where my damage is really, really strong, and I'm just trying to accelerate it further. I'm going to go around the edges. I'm not really afraid to take any damage because I've got such a high max health as well. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Would be good to get like a triple shot, more split shot, that sort of stuff, but I'm not too afraid. Everything seems to go down quickly. Mango, and there we go. There's the armor. So now that takes me to 90%, which is good. And we have my favorite, the harvest. We have an elemental around him. I'm going straight for that elemental. Has to be done. I want to get more fire shot. I want to get more potential poison. More ways to get elemental damage on enemies. Because that's actually a way that I'm scaling. Global damage does scale your elemental damage. So the more global you get, the better your elemental is. A lot of people don't know that. It happened in the Anvil update. But yeah, elemental is exceedingly strong. It was strong before the update, and it was even stronger after. Got Firestarter, Hot Steam, and Toxic. We got Firestarter here. That's 50%. Where is it? 75% right now. Brilliant. And I'm not going to go crit. I just want to show that you don't have to go crit. You can go crit if you want. I'm not going to go crit this round. And I'm going to fire over to the side. I don't like going to the other side. It scares me. It doesn't really. This map I really like. It is a bit lame, especially from a speedrunning perspective sometimes. But yeah, just fire from as far as you can. That one shotgun crab that seemingly, seemingly wanted to do that was very annoying. And let's see. Almost done. Brilliant. Let's put the crab in here. Blender, glue. Oh, the glue shot. The glue shot. I know. I've got piercing. I don't want glue shot. Glue shot with aura is really, really strong. But we're gonna go for that blender right there. Where's the thing? Oof! Look at all these totems. Okay, we'll do what we did last time. Grab the mango. We're gonna crystal that. Crystal it again. Okay. Oh, that didn't really work. I was hoping to get a few more times in, but it's fine. We've got plenty of ways to heal up anyway, and we've got so much armor now. All you can eat, Sentry, Regenerator, and have... Well, we're going to take both of these. All you can eat is really... The Sentry, I mean, it could be fun, but... Actually, I'm going to take a Sentry, and I want to show you one thing. I don't need the all you can eat. I'm going to drop the Proximity Barrage. Now, one thing with Sentry, I'm going to put a video out on this, or it might already be out. Sentry, you get any form of elemental. I got chipping. If you get any form of elemental, it is super duper strong. And to be fair, like, look at that damage it's doing anyway. Like, it's doing kind of like a similar amount you have when you're on the starting island. But if you get an elemental on your Sentry turret, it is really, really strong. So definitely what I'll be looking out for. And as I've said before, let's use the gamble just before we go to the final boss. Nothing. All right, so we've got 3. I'm going to prioritize that beam skull just because it puts out more. But the fire skulls are definitely scary as well, just because they can just cover the map. But we're looking good. We've got plenty of damage, and we've got plenty of fire damage as well. I'm not sure why my game slowed down there, but it's fine. Yeah, he's down. And he's down. Nice. The Regenerator and Health Shot just bring me back to life. Piercing, Pumpkin, damage. We're going to go for this. Actually, we'll go for the Piercing here. I don't really want Pumpkin. Piercing to go through more enemies. I think that's going to be really good. Grim Reaper, Personal Space. It's going to be like Grim Reaper here. I don't need the Scavenger or the Personal Space, but Grim Reaper for killing all the enemies. Absolutely. Because the way Grim Reaper works is that it is a flat amount, which is good. And it's just going to enable me to stay alive for longer and continue to use those totems and things. But yeah, we're at a really solid point. We're at a solid point, you know, island 15 in the run. So yeah, we're just going to continue to scale up. Okay, we're going to take the recoil shot here. There's not, like, we don't really want iron claws or iron explosions, so recoil's good. Let's check for the chest. No, there's not one. Did that pop there? No, weird. And we could go for the health for the demolition, but we're going to go for the relic just because we've still got some relic slots. We've got 3 slots left. We might as well fill it up. Maybe a Tony's amulet, coral amulet, that sort of thing. Now that I have a combo level of 8, I am thinking about going for potentially a crystal combo. I think that'd be really good because that's 120%. Actually, it's more. It's 160%. Math's not mathing for me right now, but it's really strong. So let's have it. Tony's amulet, portal ring, blacksmith amulet. Let's go for the Tony's. We got the double skill chest. We've got the relic and the parkour. It's got to be the parkour. I've got to showcase my skills. So for this parkour, as soon as I jump, you just go over. You want to hold forward. You want to hold W or whatever you're using. Just take your time. Don't try and do anything snazzy. I'm not doing anything snazzy here apart from holding forward the entire time. I'm going to jump straight ahead here. I'm going to jump to this next one. This is actually different to what I usually do. Slide down. I'm going to use a double jump. Double jump again. Double jump again. Double jump at the end. I know that was kind of close, I guess, but still, I wasn't doing anything fancy. Apart from that little skip, I wasn't doing anything fancy at all. Dagger blast, amber resin, piercing shot. Just go for the resin. That's 80% now, which is really nice. Got the relic. As I was saying, we're going to go for the relic. So we're not going to go for it. We're going to go for the elite. As I was saying, we're going to go for the elite. And we're just going to absolutely destroy them. Or maybe not. Trying to get a little bit closer so I can get that ring of repulsion going down. But as you can see, my healing is just absolutely insane. Like, especially with amber resin, especially with the health shot. I'm going to dodge that side there. Wow, okay, I'm falling down. I've never been in this cave before, so we're just going to go. Thank you, excuse me. Can I get out of here? No, we're just going to have to take the L on that one. That's annoying. Getting stuck by the barrels. But yeah, it's fine. As I say, we're at a really good point where we just don't have to worry. We've got a sentry turret, firework shot, and the link shot. We're going to hit up that link shot. That's the only one out of these that I think is good. Firework shot's really good. We're firing a lot, but link shot, it'll do a lot more damage when it hits enemies, especially with piercing. And let's go for the elemental chest. I feel like I'm the elemental king. I used to be the crit king, or still am. Still a critical goblin. But the elemental stuff's really good as well. And as you can see, they're just getting absolutely shredded. Not being concerned about any issues with health, any issues with the damage, any issues with anything like that. It's all happening together. And this is kind of where you want to get with your runs. I know I've been relatively lucky, but you want to be at a point where you're like high health, you've got good armor, you've got good scaling, more fire starter. That's the sort of thing that you want to get to. Right, loot totem, we'll take that. Split shot 3, we love that. We love a split shot 3. I probably should have dropped the mango, but it's fine. Blacksmith amulet, we've got Grim Reaper, Eagle Eye, fire starter. Damn it, we'll want the damage combo here. There's a bubble shot there as well. Take the damage combo, the fire starter, and we'll take the Eagle Eye as well. Why not? And I am going to just enhance. I'm going to enhance this. Zigging. That probably doesn't do very much, but that's fine. And we'll take the blacksmith amulet just for the fact that we have some crystals left over. Let's go take out the boss. And again, personal space, absolutely clutch there. Absolutely coming in clutch. That's a loot totem. I'm going to go up into here. There's a few too many things going on, so I'm just going to go up in the air. Take my time. Dodge and weave out of the way. I feel like I'm missing a lot of shots because of big shot, which is relatively normal. Just getting absolutely blasted by everything at once. Holy moly. Okay, probably should have gone back to the jump pad, but we learn. We live and learn. I said, not worried about that sort of thing. Value customer. Speak of the devil. What do we got? Value customer. Yeah, we'll take another one. Why not? Damage shot, grenadier, and big chest. I'm going to take that damage shot here. I'm not too nervous about picking up anything else. And we're at the desert biome. So this is the easy biome. I said this so many times. It is the easier biome because you've got all these cacti. You've got all this stuff around. You've got most of the map that are pretty similar in that you don't have to do very much. You just go around, choose one side, and just let everything come to you. I wouldn't mind a bouncing shot. I know these bounce just a little bit, but I wouldn't mind a bouncing shot for a bit more. Let's see, link shot, trick shot, ult shot. The obvious choice here is the link shot. I see that back there, but I don't really need it. Let's check. We haven't got a chest. We're going to random horde it. I think this is a really good space to be in. We can just shoot all the way down. I haven't seen an economy chest or an economy island in a while. So I would like to get that crystal combo. Yeah, enemies starting to get a bit stronger, so it might get a little bit harder. We've got 3 seconds left on the clock. There we go. Very nice. Elemental Expert, Regenerator, Uppercut. We're going to take the Elemental Expert. Let's see. No chest. And we got an Anvil Island. Yeah, let's go for the Anvil. The other two are good, but Anvils are always fun. I've not really seen Proximity Barrage do very much. And I know it sounds silly, but I've just not seen it do very much. So I'm probably going to upgrade the Link Shot or the Sentry Turret, depending on what shows up. I mean, I haven't seen the Proximity Barrage because I can't really see anything. I can't really see anything right now. But I haven't mentioned around this map. This map, just you can stay in that area back there. There's a little bit of a looping spot you can do, but depending on how you feel and your comfortability with looping, you can stand here and go around to this area and kind of utilize this, and especially this side zone here. They come from that side, they come from that side, and then you can loop over the top. As you saw earlier, I did go over to this part and stand up here and then jump over. Just depends on what you're comfortable with. If you really, really get stuck and you desperately need to get away, you can always jump onto these pillars and go all the way around to the end, because they will get stuck in the middle part. But it's whatever you're comfortable with. If you're really, really weak, then you have to be a little bit more careful. Coxifying, zigging, bouncing, returning, arcanifying. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to go for that bouncing on the link shot here. Because I've got, what's that, a 15% chance? Hopefully it will bounce around and do even more damage. And let's go for this random chest here. One thing I should note, I haven't gone for too many luck chests just because I don't like relying on RNG for stuff like arc shot or split shot and things like that. I know loot waiting will come into play, but I'd much rather get those sorts of things from the shop or from the epic chests or anything like that. And this map, always around the edge. Go into the middle if you're feeling cool. What do we get? Mango, heavy hitter, really like. We'll take that. And we've got twinned enemies, barrel rain. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, and this map, it's so big, this map. Just go around the edge. Twinned enemies is really good as well for us, just because we get way more crystals. And we are on the final island of this biome. Whee! Beautiful. And what do we get? Hard target banana. We'll take the banana. Look at that scaling. And we'll take another banana. Even more scaling. Any chests? Nope. What do we have? We have a gamble totem. We've got all this health. No crystal totem shenanigans this time. Scale up to full. And we're at 9,000. Trying to get around. 9,500 at the moment. We're going to take that bronze armor strap for 9,500. Let's see how far we can push it. So I want to get the elemental expert. That's been great. Hot steam, I don't really need hot steam. It's not really been doing, or it's not really going to do much damage combo. Absolutely. 480% is really, really good. We're going to take this juiced as well, just for the speed increase. Reroll. There's a silver armor, there's a blender, there's a grim reaper, there's a drill shot. Firing. I like the look of that firing. So I'm going to get rid of my sentry. Now I take that firing. Firing increases strength by 250. So let's have a look. Look at that sheer amount of fire on our target right now. Absolutely crazy. And a stacks of fire starter. Oof. And gamble. So we had 9,500. We now got 12,312 max HP. Just thanks to valued customers. 200 max HP every single time. Absolutely amazing. And I'm going to dive straight in. I'm going to let fire do the work here. If I really... Oh, okay. He dived really close. 5,000 stacks? Okay. See that repelling as well? Look at him go down. 2,500 stacks? Yeah, don't worry about it. Fire ring, fire starter. Fire is so strong. And it scales with global damage. I'm at 700 global damage right now. I'll show that all at the end so you can have a look. We've got a juice triple ability. We'll take the juice. And let's go to the final biome. This build has been very bog standard for a cluster launcher with a few things that have obviously been lucky, of course. The fire ring, definitely lucky. I would say if you're ever in a situation where you are going for multiple elements, if you see anything like that, if you see a fire ring or a lightning ring, whatever it is, just take him. They're so good. 250% increased stacks. Crazy. On this map, by the way, forgot to mention, if you get stuck, go straight onto the launch pad. You can jump over, katana over, do whatever you need to do, and just go between the two. Really, really simple. Right, so we finally have a... Actually, no, it's a Knives Out relic. We'll go for the random. Now that I'm super duper duper strong, we're going to go straight into the middle part here and just let the cluster launcher do the talking. I had to reload. Maybe I should have taken that autoloader. This is what happens when your fire rate's a bit too fast. Your efficiency can't really keep up. So it'd be like, you've got 5 bullets, but you're reloading. The recoil, fire shot, we'll take the fire shot. One hit homing barrels or the amber, we'll take the amber. We've got the blacksmith amulet as well. I would love it if the blacksmith amulet gave you 2 amber choices that like you could pick 2. Really feel like that would be a very, very strong buff. I think a bit of poison damage there as well, which isn't great, but never mind. And just, I'd say I'm not really caring for where I'm going now. I'm just kind of staying in the same area. At the beginning, I probably would have gone around the map and kind of done it that way, but I wasn't really nervous. Chipping, accelerating, electrifying, flaming, returning. We're going to take flaming, and we're just going to chuck the flaming on the link shot. We're just going to make that as strong as possible. We don't need crit. More elemental. Haven't noticed already, elemental's good. Also, getting flaming on link shot, it does mean that that's also going to stack with firing. So this is a pretty brave fire build we have right now. If I was to find something like the fire claw, then we would have an even better time with fire. Long story short, just go fire. Poison and fire, they're the 2 best. Arcane is also good, but fire scales stupidly fast, and there's more things that relate to it. And I think we're missing an enemy. Here you are. Very nice. What do we got? Fire starter. Let's go fire starter. More. Well, we're going to random. We don't need speed or the health at the moment, so we're just going to go for that. And we're finally at full capacity for our armor, which is super nice. Oh. No. And even getting hit by enemies right now, we're not really taking any damage. We took half a bar of the armor. And for reference, so we've got 480% damage coming from damage combo, and then we've got 270 from power armor just for protecting ourselves. Mango valued. Let's go for the mango. Valued probably be better, but it is absolutely fine. We're not at a scary point of the game. I'm not going to use the crystal totem, but what I am going to do, I am going to just get rid of some stuff that I don't need. So amber resin, don't need. Grim Reaper, don't need. What else don't I need? I don't need. I'm going to get... Actually, I'll keep flammable and poisonous armor. They've been helpful. Value customer to keep for now. Personal space, I don't need. A check, I don't need as well. So, just get rid of a few bits and pieces here. I'll get rid of damage explosion too. I'll keep blender. But just a bunch of extra crystals there just for selling a few bits and pieces. Ring of power. Well, we're definitely going to pick that up for a bit of fun. A nice bit of fun there. Let's see. Flammable enemies we do not need. There's nothing really here. Health is power. Yeah, we'll take that. We've got some really high health, so that's an extra 100 damage. I'm not going to take the big shot because my bullets are already slow enough. Money is power. We'll take that as well. That's an extra 100. So that's pretty much maxed out. Pretty much maxed out. Now, with the Ring of Power, it's actually better if I think it's better if I keep that. We're going to keep the Ring of Power just for a bit of fun, but realistically, we're pretty safe. You know, actually, I'm going to do the money as power here. I'm going to just grab that. It's only one. Oh, we come out less than we were before. Is there anything we can get rid of here? Ring of Repulsion, Adrenaline Amulet. We can drop the combo ring. We don't need the combo ring anymore. We can get rid of the Ethereal Armor. What else? I might just... Tony's Amulet can go as well. And I'm just going to get rid of the Ring of Power. It's not going to do too much. So we're now at, what's that, 124. We're fine. The enemies should go down pretty quickly. You see all that link shot just flying out. Oh gosh, okay. Spawn right next to me. Fun! That's why Ring of Repulsion's so strong. Look at it just push back all of those King Skull's projectiles. And I couldn't even explain what I was doing. I was just pushing things back, but super duper easy. I'm at full health again. Let's see what we would have won. Team of Barrage. Homing shot for a bit of fun. Well, that would have been garbage. Anyway, GG. Let's do a quick recap. So this is what we end up with. Pretty nice. Now I'm just gonna quickly move my face so you can have a look what we saw. So we had 1,066 global damage. We had 642 weapon damage at 273%. Max health 6,699. Base damage, no crit, no crystal gain, and a bit of extra fire rate. Really, really solid build. Definitely the MVP's fire shot here, for sure. But getting the early split shot, big shot, and all that sort of stuff is really, really good. But great game. GG. 51 minutes. That's not really too bad. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I didn't even say the right thing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.